Our mini project is a research-based project where we are comparing the Pegasus protocol and the modified Pegasus protocol, which are used in wireless sensor networks using the MATLAB software. Firstly, let us know some of the important terms related to our project. Coming to what is a wireless sensor network. A wireless sensor network are a set of thousands and hundreds of microsensor nodes that have capabilities of sensing, establishing wireless communication between each other, and doing computational processing and other operations. Then, what is a routing protocol? A routing protocol specifies how the routers used in a wireless sensor network communicate with each other and what paths are chosen by them for the data transmission. In our project, we have chosen the Pegasus protocol, where Pegasus stands for Power Efficient Gathering in Sensor Information System. The main idea behind Pegasus is that in Pegasus, each node communicates only with the close neighbor and takes turns transmitting to the base station, thus reducing the amount of energy spent per round. The chain-based routing, which is used in Pegasus, use the concept of multi-hop routing and construct the chains for routing paths. We will discuss more about what exactly Pegasus is in the coming sections. The main objective of our project is to study, evaluate, and compare the performance of Pegasus, which is the single chain Pegasus that we have taken, with the modified version of Pegasus routing protocol, where the modified version is a multi-chain based Pegasus protocol. In the modified version of the Pegasus protocol, we have also introduced mobility at the base station, where the base station moves throughout the network and collects information from the leader nodes of the sensor network and sends it finally to the base station. Since we have already seen what is a wireless sensor network, let me tell you about the sensor nodes which together form a wireless sensor network. Sensor nodes are also called mode, and these comprise of a transducer, a microprocessor, and a transceiver. The transducer produces electrical signals based on the sense physical phenomena, and the microprocessor processes the stores the sense information. The transceiver receives instructions from the base station or the computing system and sends data to it. This is the wireless sensor network architecture. Now let us know in brief about the types of routing protocols. We have three types of routing protocols. The first one is flat routing protocol, where all the nodes have the same energy, memory, and consume equal amounts of power. In the hierarchical architecture of routing protocol, the nodes are with high and low energy. The high nodes are used for processing, whereas the lower node energy are used for judging proximity of the target. We also have location-based routing protocol, where the sensor nodes are addressed by means of their location. The flat-based protocol is also called as data centering protocol, and the Pegasus protocol that we have chosen in our project is a type of hierarchical protocol. Coming to the main part of our project and into the details of the Pegasus protocol. In our project, we have taken the existing protocol as the single chain Pegasus, where throughout the network a single chain construction takes place using the sensor nodes that have been placed in the network. We have used the greedy algorithm for the chain construction throughout the network, which takes into account the distance and the energy consumed by the sensor nodes. So in the Pegasus protocol, the energy is distributed evenly among the sensor nodes. We initially place the nodes randomly in the playfield, and therefore the ith node is at a random location. So according to the greedy algorithm, the node which is nearest to the initial node is chosen, and the data packets are sent to it. Simultaneously, every node selects the node nearest to it and sends the data packets to the nearby node, which also consume less energy. Throughout the chain construction, chains keep on giving information to the next node, and finally the last node, which is almost near to the base station, sends the information to the base station, which processes this sensed information. In the modified version of the Pegasus protocol, or the proposed system of our Pegasus chain protocol, we have introduced multi-chaining concept where the network area is divided into multiple regions and chain construction takes place in every region. The multi-chaining approach decreases the network overhead due to fewer number of nodes in the chain. Minimization of data delivery delay is also an important requirement to improve the network performance. In this proposed methods, the nodes are divided in several regions and different chains are made for each region, which reduces the delay between the nodes to the base station. Hence, the energy load is distributed uniformly among the chains. In our proposed system, we have also introduced the sync mobility concept, that is, mobility at the base station. So now let us see how we have implemented the Pegasus protocol in the MATLAB software. This is the code for the single chain Pegasus protocol that we have implemented. Firstly, we have made all the necessary initializations, that is how much energy is needed, initial energy is needed per node, what is the how many bits are to be transferred, and how many nodes have been placed. We have also given the transmitter amplifier types, electromagnetic pulse, etc. to the sensor nodes. The entire network area that we have taken is 50 by 50, and the nodes and the number of nodes that we have taken are 100. So all the 100 nodes have been simulated on a 50 by 50 network. Here we have declared the counter for bit transmission to the base station and also the variables which controls the speed of the sync. So we have written the entire code for how the calculation of the nearest node takes place. We have given initial energy to every node. So we have also coded how the energy consumption is calculated and how much energy delivery takes place, how the data packets are transferred throughout the node, throughout the chain process. Accordingly, we plotted graphs for the residual energy that has been calculated, the normalized energy that has been calculated, and the alive nodes and dead nodes that are present in the network against the number of rounds. The number of rounds means that how many times the entire simulation is running. So we have taken around 5000 rounds and plotted graphs for every parameter that we have used. Now when you run this program, we get the following graphs. These are the graphs that are generated. This is the graph that shows how the chain formation has taken place. We have taken the 50 by 50 network and placed 100 nodes. Only the nodes that are alive have been used. These are the alive nodes that are used in the chain formation. And this is the graph for residual energy versus the number of rounds that we have taken. So we have taken 5000 rounds, and this is the residual energy, that is the remaining energy for the single chain protocol. It shows that on reaching almost when near to 5000 rounds, the residual energy is constant and it becomes 38 joules. So this is the graph that is generated for normalized average energy versus the number of rounds. Again, the number of rounds are 5000, and the normalized average energy is the energy consumed by all the nodes that have been used in the single chain formation. So it shows that initially 4 joules of energy has been consumed, and on simulating the entire program for 5000 rounds, it keeps decreasing, and at 5000 round it nearly becomes 0. This is the graph for the number of alive nodes per the number of rounds. So the number of alive nodes, that is the nodes that have been used in the chain formation, are initially 25. So 25 nodes have been used in the formation of chain, which remain 25, or the nodes remain alive till 4000 rounds, and they decrease or they become dead on reaching 5000th round. So at the 5000 round it is almost 0. So there are no alive nodes present. This is the graph for the number of dead nodes versus the number of rounds. So number of dead nodes are 0 till the 4000th round, because there are 25 nodes are still alive, and on reaching 5000th round the number of dead nodes increases, which means that the alive nodes die on reaching 5000th round. Because of the simulation that has been run for 5000 times and their exhaustion, the nodes die on reaching 5000th round. So this is again the code for multi-chain Pegasus protocol. The entire implementation is similar to Pegasus, except for the difference that the network area is divided into 4 regions. So in every region the chain formation takes place with the movement of sync. That is, here there is mobility at the base station, so the base station will be moving, collecting data, and the chain formation takes place at every region. So the only difference in the coding is that the base station is placed at different coordinates rather than fixed coordinate, which has been done in single chain Pegasus protocol. And also chain division takes place, network division takes place into regions, and multi-chaining takes place at every region. So how the any energy is given for each node, how much energy is given, how the chain formation takes place, is everything similar to the single chain Pegasus protocol. Again we plot graph where the sensor nodes have been placed at random positions in a 50 by 50 node network, and we have by seeing this graph we observe that all the 100 nodes that have been placed are used in the formation of chain, but multi-chaining takes place, and in multi-chaining there is only one chain. I mean, for every multi-chain there is a single chain leader that sends the data packets to the base station. Next we also see that the residual energy versus the number of rounds for a multi-chain Pegasus protocol graph. We observe from this graph that the residual energy, which is the remaining energy, is initially 50 joules, which decreases consequently, and on reaching 2000 round it is nearly 0. Coming to the normalized average energy graph versus the number of rounds, we see that initially the energy that has been consumed by all the nodes that have been used in the formation of a multi-chain is 1 joule only initially, and it decreases on reaching 2000th round and finally becomes 0. Again the graph for multi-chain Pegasus protocol, where the number of alive nodes per the number of rounds have been plotted. This graph shows that all the nodes that have been placed, that we have placed in the 50 by 50 network, are used for the formation of chains, which are 100, and they remain alive up till 2000th round. On reaching 2000 round, that is 2000th loop of the entire program simulation, the alive nodes start decreasing, that is, they become dead, and on reaching 3000 round they're almost zero alive nodes, which means that all the nodes die. So this is the graph for the number of dead nodes versus the number of rounds for the multi-chain Pegasus protocol, which again shows that the alive nodes are 0, the dead nodes are 0 initially, and they start increasing, which means that the alive nodes start dying on reaching 2000 round, and they finally become 100. So all the nodes die and become 100. So the graphs that we have obtained for the different parameters against the different parameters, which is the residual energy, that is the remaining energy, normalized average energy, the alive nodes and the dead nodes, have been plotted in Excel for the two protocols, which is the single chain Pegasus protocol and multi-chain Pegasus protocol, and comparison has been made. The only difference that we observe in the two protocols is the normalized average energy, that is the energy consumed by the nodes in the chain formation and sending the data packets to the base station. We observe that this normalized average energy is less in multi-chain Pegasus, whereas it is more in single chain Pegasus. It is around 4 joules in single chain and only 1 joule of energy is used in multi-chain Pegasus in the entire process and in the entire simulation, which shows that in multi-chain Pegasus protocol, due to the division of energy even among the chains that are formed, that at every chain energy division takes place, due to which the energy consumed is less. And also, since there are many chains that are formed, every chain has a leader node, due to which the data transfer rate is also reduced. So that is, the data transfer takes place at a so this is the results and the analysis that have been done regarding the comparison of single chain Pegasus protocol and multi-chain Pegasus protocol. As I've already told you, multi-chain Pegasus protocol shows an improvement over the single chain Pegasus protocol due to the parameter normalized average energy, which is less in multi-chain Pegasus protocol. Due to this improvement, the multi-chain Pegasus protocol shows only a 20% betterment, and we can say that multi-chain Pegasus protocol is better than single chain Pegasus protocol that can be used in wireless sensor networks. So finally, we would like to conclude our project and say that in our project we discussed the Pegasus protocol, which is a greedy chain protocol that is near optimal for data gathering problems in sensor networks, and analyze the protocol based network lifetime by recording the number of rounds for residual energy, normalized average energy, the number of alive nodes and the number of dead nodes, and we have compared these parameters for the single chain Pegasus against the modified protocol, which is the multi-chain Pegasus protocol, and also introduced sync mobility, that is the mobility at the base station. Thus, the scheme that we introduce achieves, that is the modified version that we introduce, achieves a balance of energy dissipation among the chains, unlike that of the existing protocol, which is a single chain in Pegasus. We prove that our scheme shows a better performance, and we have done this using the simulation on MATLAB. This proposed approach gives better performance than the existing Pegasus, which is the single chain, in terms of energy consumption. So it shows approximately 20% more efficiency than the existing protocol, which is the single chain Pegasus. So these are the references that have helped us in making a project success. Some of the papers that we have referred to bring about the changes in our project in the modified version of the Pegasus protocol. So our project has finally come to an end. The presentation of our project has come to an end, and I would like to say that in future we would like to propose a protocol, or would like to compare another protocol with the modified protocol that we have generated, and see which is better for routing in wireless sensor networks. So our research based project has given successful results. Thank you.